What's up? Undoubtedly, we get another beef this year. Hopefully we don't. People here love to talk about, oh wow, massive car accident. People here love to talk about rap beefs, and people make money off of it. It's a massive thing. Hip-hop beef is massively promoted throughout the industry, throughout the world, and for some odd reason, it is to me. Everybody, eats it up. And this year it seems like a lot of it was so fake and forced that it was just artificial garbage. It's a good thing, you don't want nobody to get hurt. But then some of it was by far serious and it was real. Number 5 on the list, because I'm not going to hold y'all all day, it's the holidays. I know you guys got things to do, or things that you want to do, or things you want to get accomplished. So, number 5. I'm trying to think if I'm gonna forget a beef too. I'm trying to make sure I'm doing this the right way. Top 5 real or fake beefs. Nah, I think we're gonna do real beefs. At least in my eyes they were real. Number 5, I got Kid Capri versus Funkmaster Flex. Funkmaster Flex decided to bend his, with him, everything he does is for clout chase. But Kid Capri had to come put him in his place to remind him he was a nobody DJ. He had no rep, he had nothing. He stole everything from Big Cap and just really put him in his place and says, dude, you're sloppy. Your mixes, everything. You're a terrible DJ. And once he did all that, and he went down to taking plaques off the wall, everything. So that was pretty that was pretty intense, because Flex eventually abandoned the beef because he's like, I'm not going to say anything else, because he knew all respectable DJs like Red Alert and everybody else was like, yo, you can't talk about Kid Capri. He's international. You're a local DJ. You can never hold the mantle up to Kid Capri. So you should stop now. So that got stopped. But that definitely hit number 5, because nobody has read his rights that way, because nobody really knew it from a DJ standpoint. Everybody could say, Funk Flex is phony, but to do it from the DJ's point of view, from behind the wheels, the guys who know the mixing and the cuts and the boards, it spoke. Spoke volumes. My dude spoke volumes. A lot of people they jump up and say a lot of different things about it, but I think that one was that was the one on the table that should have been for a minute. Like that deservingly should have been there. Now, number 4, Drake, Kanye West. A lot of people are gonna say why this isn't higher. on the list. Drake and Kanye West beef seems to be almost as big as the Pusha T situation. But the reason why it isn't is because of the simple fact Drake, Pusha T situation, I think that's a little bit more serious, in my opinion. So now, going to this situation, this was on a level of continuous to go on, but now it's more Kanye West battling Kanye West. I mean, really, he keeps going back and forth with himself and keeping something going that's not really there. So he's having beef and arguments with himself, and everybody else is like, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know why he's doing or saying the things that he's doing. You know, like, he's continuing this to go on. I mean, the majority of the album, some of the shots were meant for Kanye West because he authorized a lot of this to go on under his watch. But Pusha T didn't give concert as much as Kanye did, but Kanye never made a diss record. Kanye just talks. And they just at a standpoint where Drake's not gonna like him very much. And they live right around the corner from each other. So it's really weird that these two will be at it like this, but long as you got somebody over there who we really have disdain for, who tried to destroy him, there's no way he's gonna come try to help you again. Now, number 3 on the hip-hop beef of 2000, the biggest ones. Top 5 on the hip-hop beefs, or the rap beefs rather. Number 3, Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. I had an argument with my buddy today for about 20 minutes straight about this. He was like, yo, when you do the rap beefs, you better have Cardi B at number 1. And he made an argument, and this was his argument. He said Cardi B and Nicki Minaj actually threw hands. Cardi got a knot on the head. She actually went in. None of these other beefs, they don't touch none of that. Cardi was trying to get it in. She rumbling with her peoples. You know what I'm saying? It's getting down. They got rugged with it. It's real. So that was his argument. I said it's not number 1 because the other two were bigger rap beefs. Nicki Minaj, due to the jealousy of the success of Cardi B, decided that it would be in her best interest to start a rap beef with Cardi. For whatever reason or purpose, we have no idea. But she decided it would be in her best interest if she was to, you know, do this at the behest of everybody involved, is to attack Cardi. Cardi did not diss Nicki Minaj nowhere on her album. She didn't promote Nicki Minaj, wouldn't let anybody say Nicki's name through all her promotions. She made it on her own without hating Nicki and blew up. But Nicki cannot extend the courtesy. From the motorsport mess to this, she went and made a mess and a mockery out of the whole thing while talking bad about Cardi behind her back, to it all coming out in the public light, and found out Cardi's really crazy and really from the hood and not as bougie as Nicki. Cardi fame went through the roof when she tried to put hands on Nicki Minaj. Nicki looked really petty by trying to come after Cardi, and it backfired on her. And since it backfired on her, Nicki's opportunities have dried up a little bit. And she keeps insinuating things on the radio, which it was reunited when Cardi B had to make 5 to 6 long Instagram posts explaining things about Nicki Minaj to make Nicki look as crazy as she was talking. So that beef is still there, even though Cardi's like, I'm not gonna entertain it anymore, but it's still there. And that is number 3. Number 2 on the number 2. Eminem and MGK rap beef is at number 2. I mean, it's number 2 because my buddy strongly disagree with this too. Thought Cardi beef was much bigger and much greater consequence. This was the biggest rap beef through drawing up attention that I've ever seen. No one had ever struck Eminem from a rap perspective like that. Rap Devil came out, and that was it for everybody involved. Rap Devil came out, and my goodness, it set the world ablaze. Yeah, they said no notifications again. 0. I know, you guys can go ahead and donate to the page. Click the link in the description box. Well, Eminem, the thing is about Eminem was the reason why this is number 2 was massive. Half of the people in here didn't even know who MGK was until this beef started. Now everybody know who MGK is. It was so massive and it overshadowed the promotion for Kamikaze, period. It helped propel this song to the biggest streaming song in history on YouTube and all this stuff. It was just massive. The song was so incredibly large that you had people like who I would say, like people that didn't normally cover hip hop were picking up the station, like picking up the beef and going on. It got to the point where MGK got in the thing with a bodyguard. Well, his bodyguards had to beat up this doggone stalker who came and initiated the fight with MGK's goons after trying to back it up for Eminem, the MMA guy, trying to embarrass him on film for Eminem. So Jay Prince and them, got his security team in play, and nobody was gonna touch him. But after that, it kind of simmered down because the two still don't like each other. But we saw Eminem bleed. Somebody made him bleed. And that was the first time we saw him bleed, and Kill Shot came out, and it really didn't it did what it's supposed to do from an MC standpoint, but the general consensus is a lot of people still think he lost. And that's not supposed to happen with an Eminem battle. So they had to pay all this money and promotion to change that narrative. Now, number one is easy. We all know it's Drake and Pusha. I mean, we knew that when the list was formed. Drake and Pusha T is number one. There's no beef in this whole thing was number one. But then that. Pusha has been jealous of Drake and his success for years. Because he feels, I'm a better MC, I make these music, why nobody gravitating to my stuff? And this bubblegum stuff keeps popping. So he kept dissing him, and then on Infrared was one of the best, wasn't even a big diss record, just a couple of lines thrown out there, just thrown out. But the beat was so hard, and the song was like, man, it was severe. Plus, he just left out there, and these guys hadn't said anything of the sort. Then, you know, the Duppy freestyle come out. Then the story of Adion comes out with Drake and a Blackface, and watching it like, wow, what is this? He's got a picture of Drake. They thought it, and I'm like, nah, I've seen that before. Somebody in Canada dissing him was talking about the Blackface thing. So, but nobody else had ever seen it. So once they found out the picture was real, it landed a monumental effect. Then it was like Drake's got a child. It was like watching a soap opera. Nothing was bigger than this. Then everybody's waiting on Drake's response. Drake is gonna respond to this. Drake is gonna. Then it was too personal. James Prince got involved. It became a massive, over-celebrated event for the wrong reasons. Then that didn't work. They doubled back, and they had to double back and rescale everything after Drake wrote a song, destroyed the song, and said, you know what? He just basically did it all on Scorpion. It made Scorpion the best album of the year and just massive. Now look where he is. He's everywhere. I don't even think I did that beat. G-Eazy versus MGK. Somebody asked me to do that one time too. I might just do it just cause I just laugh whenever I hear about G Sleazy. G Sleazy the cokehead. I love how people say, why did Drake do that when Drake himself already told you why he did it? It's like you don't hear it then and be like, yeah, but why would he do that though? It's like, dog, he just told you why. He told you why. Why would he need to explain it 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? How many times you want him to keep explaining the same thing? And people can't lie and say, man, I ain't see it. I don't know what he said. You know what he said. And that was the end. That was the end. I mean, well, here's the thing for me. How is that going to benefit Drake? Like, people like, oh, he just in blackface. So they going to give him all the opportunities in the world now. He was doing that to showcase. It was a whole ad. There's some other people that was doing in there. They were doing a whole layout to show the diversity of what people got to do to get movie roles in Hollywood. It's a whole layout. Drake wasn't the only person involved. He was the artist that they used at the time. That's why I'm like, wow, this is crazy. But that's why they put him in blackface, and he sold out. It's cool. That's why I'm like, people are so quick to talk about people sold out, but don't do nothing about the people that's already selling out. You know they selling out. You still ain't bothering them. Anyway, the beef continues on. Drake goes into a concert. Supposedly, Drake had people at a concert, bought front row seats to the concert, and they all threw beer at Pusha T when he came to Toronto to do his show. My thing is, why you gonna go to Toronto, do your show there, and possibly diss Drake? Like, what was you even thinking doing that? You know, like, why would you go there? I'm not saying Drake paid for those people to do it. I don't think he did. But if he did, you know what I'm saying? It's a bad situation. Talking about you got a kid in critical condition in the hospital. Because of that, you gonna get people hurt. He was performing his album. But you know better than the... Look, if I got an album and on my album I'm dissing the person, Drake run Toronto. Okay? That dude he the ambassador to the Toronto Raptors. Whenever that guy is generating money to the town, I'm not gonna go to Akron or Cleveland, Ohio, stand up there and start dissing LeBron. I'm not gonna go and be like, Carcino's coming to Ohio. He's going to be at the Cleveland Oracle Arena. Buy your tickets. He's finna go in on LeBron James live in Cleveland. You ain't finna see that. They'll let all them fans come in my dressing room and tear me apart. I mean, but you gotta understand, Push gotta understand, you don't do that. You don't come to Toronto and think you're gonna do a show. Drake been shutting them down all summer long. They had to rechange dates, everything. He didn't drive up so much of their money this year. Drake was like, oh, they got a show there? Nope, I'm doing the show right here. We're gonna smash all that. We're gonna sew up all that money. He ain't getting no money. They finna stop this dude from eating. He stopped Ye from eating. Everything. That's why you didn't see Yandi come out. That Yandi album wasn't finna come out. Drake was finna smash all that. Oh, I'm going to a Christmas party where they're giving out $1,500. I want to be there for the $1,500 give out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, well, we'll figure it out one day, you know. No, he don't even get an honorable mention on this video. That guy's clown shoes. Yeah, I got them. Got them all in tow. But that's the top 5. So give me your list. What's your top 5? I didn't know that guy was hip hop. I know Young Buck hip hop. I never heard of that other guy. Well, that'll be NBA beefs. Me versus Eminem? That'll be cool. Maze versus Cam was last year. That wasn't this year. The Oracle was last year. I ain't gonna keep y'all long, man. You know, I'm only gonna stick around for those who donated. Thanks, Mr. Sledge, for your donation. I appreciate it no matter what you give me. It's all love. Y'all all have a great holiday. You might see me again tonight. I don't know. I'll